Hi guys, so recently I've been going through the Studio Ghibli catalogue. It's all currently available on Netflix, and even though I had seen, key Ghibli films here and there, I really hadn't seen the entire, catalogue before. And quite randomly, my girlfriend and I picked out the 1999 film Whisper of the Heart, and we kind of wanted to see what it was about. It tells the story of a 14, 15-year-old Tokyo student named Shizuki, I believe it's pronounced. And she's a bit of a free spirit and a lover of books and stories. And basically, one summer evening, she's looking through her checked out library books and realizing that this other person named CIG or CG has also been renting out these books, and it kind of makes a curiosity about who this person could be. Compared to some of the other Ghibli films, especially the ones by Miyazaki, it's something that isn't really fantastical other than a couple of sequences that are more in Shizuki's imagination as she's creating a story. It's very much grounded in modern day life, or what was then modern day life in Tokyo, Japan in the mid-90s. And basically, along with the help of this chubby cat named Muta who likes to catch trains, Shizuki ends up finding this Seiji person, mostly by pure coincidence. He's a young person around her age, and his grandfather owns this antique shop that she stumbles upon, and he makes violins and he wants to be a great violin maker, which kind of impresses Shizuki a great deal. And I guess the reason I wanted to talk about this film, other than doing kind of like a general review, is because of the sequence that happens next once these two young teenage creative people meet. Basically, Shizuki has been working on this Japanese translation of the John Denver song Country Road Take Me Home. It's planned for her some kind of graduation event or stuff, but basically Seiji plays on the violin the tune, and he encourages her to sing this version she's been working on, and it is just absolutely wonderful. The lyrics themselves are about that idea of being brave and courageous when you have something you really want to say, especially in a creative field, and also about trying to find your place and find a kind of atmosphere or something that you call home, or that you want to call home. Just to kind of give you a bit of an example, some of the lyrics to her version of the John Denver song is: I dream of living alone but fearless, secret longing to be courageous. Loneliness kept bottled up inside. Just reveal your brave face, they never know you lied. It's all very inspiring stuff, to be honest, and being someone who's creative myself, it obviously ticks all the right boxes in that kind of way. But I think the film really says something about what it means to be a creative, because Shizuki's version of the song is about finding that courage, finding that belonging, and following a personal destiny, even in spite of rejection, of failure. Shizuki, oh my god, have I been saying Shizuki? Shizuku, sorry, I think is her name. And basically when Seiji's away, doing this 3 months with this violin maker in Italy, and he's going to come back for graduation, she decides as a way to kind of, fill the time to dedicate herself to writing this long story. I think it's almost like a novella or something, and she kind of goes without sleep. She really concentrates. She forgets about her schoolwork. A lot of people might recognize the image of her studying if anyone listens to the lo-fi hip-hop beats YouTube music video, where it's just that repeat of her studying. That's from this film. That's from Whisper of the Heart, which I never knew about until I watched the film itself. When she finishes writing her story, she shows it to Seiji's grandfather, the antique shop owner, and he says something really beautiful about creativity. The conversation kind of starts off where he's showing her this kind of small rock, or it's called a geode, and this kind of kicks off the quote. There are pieces of raw emeralds deep inside. Emeralds are worth a lot of money, but they need to be cut and polished first. When you first become an artist, you're like that rock. You're in a raw, natural state with hidden gems inside. You need to dig down deep and find the emeralds tucked away inside you. And that's just the beginning. Once you've found your gems, you have to polish them. It takes a lot of hard work. When I saw that scene, it may be, something that every kind of creative person knows now, but just hearing that and knowing it's a struggle, and that you do these things for personal reasons rather than maybe fame and attention or something like that. it just really made me think about my own creative process and what it means to be somebody who wants to commit to doing this kind of stuff. You know, I'm going to be turning 34 in November, and for a lot of that time, even though I've done some really interesting things with aspects of my life, I feel like that internal want and desire to be more creative, to write books, to make music, to make movies, or whatever it was that I would flirt with, I don't think I ever really fully gave it the kind of 100% commitment that I could have. I think years would go by where I'd only write once or twice a week, and then I would have a couple of months where I'd write every day. Now I do write every day, but it takes, as Seiji's grandfather says, you know, takes polishing, takes time, and even with all that time and polishing, you might not even get to the core right center. You know, you see a lot of other countries in the world opening back up, mostly in the West, I should say, where the city that's had the longest lockdown. I think I was starting to lose a little bit of hope. I think I was losing a lot of joy and losing a lot of interest in my hobbies. Became more consumeristic, I think, and just wanted to be entertained rather than try and create. And I think watching this film, Whisper of the Heart, really injected a kind of vibrancy in me. You know, don't give up, keep trying, no matter what, and don't give up hope. You know, when I was younger, I would read a book, watch a movie, hear an album, and be blown away, and just be like, wow, that really ignited something in me. And I think it's just been a long time since I've seen a piece of artwork that's done that to me, and I think Whisper of the Heart really did. It was just about a normal 15-year-old girl finding her voice and finding herself. And sometimes, well, I think that's all you need to hear. So, yeah, let me guys know what you think. Have you guys seen Whisper of the Heart? Did you know that our main character was the lo-fi hip-hop beats to study to girl? Let me know what you think. And Andy out.